Maestro music.
The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to it. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're doing well. What's up, Selma? How are you, man? How are you? I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. I'm looking for something real quick. All right, we good. I was just looking for something real quick. My bad, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. It is Thursday. We made it over the hump. We're ready to rock and roll on this Thursday. Get this thing moving real quick. Oh man, let's see who got us this morning, man. We got some people in here. My man Selmo Dwight Carter is number one in the chat, baby. Dwight. What's up? What's up, XXI? We missed you, man. Where you been, man? Good morning, Crypto Benny. Good morning. How are you? Let's go, baby. That's right. It's Thursday. We about to make some money today. Today's gonna be a money-making day. What's good? What's good, everybody? Yeah, we missed you. Marty, good morning. How are you? Some XRP. It's XRP is looking good. XRP is looking good. Got some Ripple news for you this morning too. XRP is looking good today. They finally got some positive news moving in a positive direction. Got to settle that case though, man. Like that case is just looming. I mean, you get good news and then all of a sudden it takes months and months and months and you don't really got much. And then it takes months and months and it's just craziness. Got to settle that. We talked about that yesterday a little bit. Good morning, Dr. Rob. Good morning. Yeah, that XRP. XRP is gaining, guys. XRP is gaining. It's going up in the charts. You know, they got some good stuff going on. But we need that big one. Be getting the mind right. Okay, XXI. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Take a day off, take a couple of days off, get your mind right, man. I do the same thing. I've been doing the same thing, man. Get my mind right, getting things ready to go. This space, man, this space will make you have to get your mind right, man. So this space is vicious sometimes. So yeah, I mean, you got to get your mind right sometimes in this space, man. This space is a ruthless space, man. It really is. So let's go ahead and get into some of this stuff here. Pre-markets look really good, guys. All the markets are still, they're waiting on this debt ceiling, guys. There's positive. They think that there's positive news. The market's got positive news for this debt ceiling priced in right now. They're not pricing a default into the debt ceiling right now. So that's a good thing for the markets right now. But now the government has to deliver, right? The government has to deliver. Yo, Dr. Rob Twiz, man. Twiz yesterday, man. Yo, Twiz is a G, man. Yo, Twiz, I don't know, man. Twiz for president, man. I don't know what else to say, man. Oh, it's a G, man. Twiz. I don't know what was wrong with I don't know what Twiz was on yesterday up in Telegram, man. But sometimes truth is truth, and Twiz laid it down. Twiz laid it down, man. But yeah. So we got this market's looking good. But remember, as you go, if you were to go in here and read this article right here, I was reading it this morning. The stock market is pricing in this, us not defaulting. So, really now it's really up to the government to go ahead and make this right, and do the right thing. The Asian markets last night, they finished strong. They finished strong last night. The European markets opened up earlier this morning with another strong opening. And so that's leading right into our pre-markets that are looking really good. They're looking really strong. So everything is lining up for a great profit-taking day today, which is going to be a great Thursday. Good morning, Lena. How are you, Lena? Yes, Lena is in the house. So you have the Asian markets who closed really strong. The European market opened really strong today. And then the United States markets look like they're going to follow suit, guys. Today could be one of them profit-taking days, guys. Neutral for the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. We know that this is a lagging indicator, guys. This one lags behind, but it's about right. Neutral is about where we should be, given this market cap right here. Market cap sitting at about $1,139 billion. We gained a little bit back in our market cap from yesterday. So we lost a lot yesterday, starting to come back into the market today. So that's why you see this positive price action going on. Nobody's bigger than MMAI. You want to sell. You want to sell. You want to feel free. Nobody's bigger than MMA. Nobody's bigger than any project, guys. Yeah, it is what it is. If you're in a project, nobody's bigger than a project. Once you start acting bigger than a project, then maybe it's time to have a come to Jesus meeting. Timsky, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. But I agree with what you said, 100%. Nobody's bigger than a project. Nobody's bigger than any project. Nobody's bigger than any business. But you got Bitcoin holding strong, guys, at 27.3. It's back up in that 27 range. It's on its way up. You got Ethereum holding on at $1,826. It's on its way up. So we're moving straight up the charts, guys, to this morning. BNB's back up into that 314. I'm looking for this 315 to 320 range. Today, it should be able to get back in that range. For that Bitcoin, I'm looking at that at least this 27.5. We should be able to get back into this 27.5 today. We have this Ethereum. We should be able to get somewhere around 18.3 to 18.45, somewhere in there. Should be able to hold strong up in there somewhere. Mung is great, guys. Mung is absolutely on a roll. Want to talk to you guys about Mung this morning. I'm gonna actually bring my Twitter up here and bring this post up from Mung. Something you guys got to understand about why Mung is taking off. Mung is getting ready to launch a new token, guys. I did a video on this the other day, yesterday actually. It's right here, new token. Mung is going to launch a new token, and let's see if we can. There we go. So Mung's going to launch a new token. And I did a video on this. I still don't understand how they're going to do this or what they're going to do or how they're going to make this thing go. But you know what? This team's delivered so far, so there's no reason for me to think that they can't deliver now. But this is how this thing's gonna go. I don't even know what the new token's gonna be called. They haven't said what it's gonna be called yet. But if you hold Hmong right now, you're gonna be able to go in and receive the new token, right? You're gonna be able to go in, probably pay your gas fee, get the new token free of charge, right? So that's kind of how that's gonna roll. If you hold the NFT, they're gonna airdrop you the new token, right? A certain, depending on what NFT probably you hold, is gonna dictate how much you get. And here's the interesting piece to this, right? So if you hold Hmong, they're going to you're going to be able to go in and get this new token. But even if you hold Pepe, you're going to be able to go in and get this new token. You're going to be able to go in and grab this new token. So they're actually moving over and going with and bringing the Pepe community into this new token. So that's interesting in itself, right? But BitLord, in one of these videos on Twitter, I can't find the exact video. It's on here. I probably could scroll through. He has so many videos out here, but you know, I probably could scroll through, but you guys could do it yourself. Find the video. This new token is going to be attached to Hmong. So the trading pair is going to be Hmong and whatever this new token is going to be. So the trading pair, so that's going to be interesting of how that moves. And that's kind of where he loses me, right? So you have Hmong, you're going to have Hmong paired up with this new token as a trading pair, which gives Hmong instant value. And that's why you see Hmong just eating the charts up, right now, because of this, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to take a snapshot on May 22nd, right? At 11 a.m. UTC, right? This UTC time always jacks me up, but whatever time 11 a.m. UTC is, right? They're going to take a snapshot of the blockchain. It says right here, exchanges won't be airdropped. It says exchanges, they just updated this. Exchanges won't be airdropped, and you will so you'll miss out. So if you got Hmong on your exchanges, you're gonna miss out, guys. So they're not gonna airdrop the exchanges. So you're gonna have to buy this on the DEX side in order to participate, right? My Hmong is on the centralized exchange side, so I'm not gonna get an airdrop, but or be able to mint this. So this is this is pretty interesting because I want to see what that new pair looks like. I want to see how they move. 6x. You got a 6x on Hmong. I'm about a 6x on Hmong right now too. My Hmong is like extremely high. I'm waiting. You know, I'm gonna probably take some profit off of it today. I know that they're saying that they're going to take the snapshot on May 22nd, but even the fact that now I'm reading that the exchanges aren't going to be included on this, I'm definitely going to take some profit. I was kind of holding off to see like would they airdrop the exchanges or not, but since they're not airdropping the exchanges, I'm definitely going to take some profit off it today. These memes and things are popping, are popping a lot. A lot of good ones. Yeah. Some of these memes are popping right now. They are moving. And there is some decent ones out there, you know, to make some money off of. It's about being in the right one at the right time, right? So, you know, I looked at Cookie Monster yesterday, but you know, they had some taxes, so I kind of took a step back from Cookie Monster and then buy. And then all of a sudden it dumped on the charts. But it's still on my watch list. We'll see what happens. It's a low market cap, low holders, so we'll see what happens. Can't wait till Shibarium. I can't wait to Shibarium because these gas fees. Timsky, I'm with you. I can't wait for Shibarium to come out either because of these gas fees. I think Shibarium is going to be where all of these meme coins are launching, guys. It's just my thought on this. I think that's like you're going to see all of these meme coins launching on the Shibarium network. during next meme season because it's cheap. It's going to be cheap. But these gas fees are crazy. And that's one of the reasons I moved my Hmong over to the centralized exchange, because when I was first buying into Hmong and first buying into Pepe, gas fees were, 150, right? So, it just makes sense for me to move that over to the exchange. So that's what I did, and that's where it's at. So I'll miss out on the airdrop, but I'm cool with that because I'm going to go ahead and probably take some profits today. I want to see if it runs today, like it ran yesterday. It's down a little bit from where it was yesterday, just a tiny bit. So I want to see if it if it bounces back today and moves up. But Pepe's, I think a lot of Pepe money is coming over to Hmong right now. I think that's what's going on. So we'll see. We'll see what's up with that. So, but yeah, I'm definitely looking at Hmong. I'm definitely looking to take some profits out of Hmong today. Last time I took profits out of Pepe, I bought more bone. When I take profits out of Hmong, I'll probably just have that money sitting on the sidelines, and I'll probably jump into another DGen play. Not sure which one, but I'll probably jump into some. But yeah, look at XRP. It's up 5.6% on the 24-hour, guys. So it's popping. It's moving. And it's up 2.5% on the hour, right? So XRP is moving. It's doing some stuff. It's doing some stuff today, between last night and today. And, it's not looking too bad. It's up to 47 cents. They did get some positive news, from their case. And Ripple's got some positive news coming out for the company Ripple. I'm not sure how XRP is going to play into it, but Ripple itself has some positive news. Remember, everything Ripple is not XRP, right? And that's where people kind of get confused a little bit. Ripple can use its blockchain without the utilization of XRP. And people got to be careful about that, because not everything's going to be connected to XRP. But the FOMO is the FOMO, and we'll take it. I'll take this price increase right here to 47. We were looking at yesterday morning. We're looking at the low 44s, possibly dipping down into 43. So big bounce back last night. Huge bounce back last night. Polygon's bouncing too. It's up to 87 cents. But XRP by far is the winner of the top tokens right now. So let's go ahead and get into some of this news real quick, and then we can just talk about anything and everything you guys want. The G7 guys, they're looking at ending. The leader of the G7 wants to end this lawless crypto space. So remember that the G7 is meeting right now. So you're going to hear a lot of G7 news. That's where Biden is right now. That's where a lot of the leaders of the G7 are right now. They're meeting. They're talking about financial policies, and the leader of the G7, he's really pushing for the G7 to take over cryptocurrency regulations and come up with a consensus on some of these regulations and roll them out across the G7. But the fact that he's calling it lawless crypto space, basically is just saying, like, again, he's going back to that whole, it's the Wild Wild West theme. And there's it kind of is. I mean, there's really no regulation. So it is kind of the Wild. I mean, he does have a point, but at the end of the day, so G7, let's see what comes out of the G7 as far as crypto. Let's see if these guys make any agreements on how they want to move forward, or any regulations that might be adopted across the G7. So something to pay attention to over the next couple of days as the G7 meets. Right here, guys. Ripple starts platform for centralized banking to issue their CBDCs. So Ripple has rolled out a platform, guys, for CBDCs on their network, so that these banks can actually go ahead and swap these CBDCs and run their CBDC program off of their blockchain. It's just another way for Ripple to actually be able to come into the CBDC game and in this banking industry in a way that they're in it, right? They're in it. So they're kind of solidifying their position. So when we talk about CBDCs, we know who's running them, rolling them out, right? It's the European nations, a couple other nations. So this is really who Ripple's really targeting, right? With this. And so, but the key to this is, will they remember they don't have to use XRP to use their blockchain. So will XRP be integrated into this? My assumption is yes. But there's really no hard and fast rule that XRP will be the token that they utilize across the Ripple blockchain, right? They really don't need a token to utilize this platform. So, as much as, everybody, and I think this is a little bit why Ripple's pumping a little bit. The case, they got some, some positive news. To me, it wasn't really that positive. To me, everything that happens with the Ripple case is it is all smoke and mirrors until it's done. I've been down this road for a couple of years now, so I'm not buying into that hype. So this thing is it is what it is. But this is positive news for Ripple. And if they can incorporate XRP directly into this, then you're gonna see XRP really boom from this utilization of the banking system, guys. So with these movements of these CBDCs. So Ripple has some really positive news here, guys. So I'm really liking the fact that Ripple, and people don't understand that Ripple's been working with Bank of America for years. So Ripple and Bank of America have a they have a partnership. It's just a behind the scenes partnership. So I'm pretty sure that once I almost said New York, once the United States gets their head out of their ass and they're actually able to come up with some sort of framework, Ripple's already in these banks. So they've set themselves up in a positive way. But Mung, guys, I don't chase this FOMO, guys. Do not chase this these green candles. I mean, the people in this chat, they know better. They know how to trade, and if you chase it, you know how to get in and out of your trades. I'm not saying anything that Selmo doesn't know, that XXI doesn't know, that Timsky doesn't know, Rob doesn't know, Lena doesn't know, Crypto Benny doesn't know. Like, everybody knows how to get in and out of your trades. But so if you do chase this today, make sure you're watching it and you're making some money and you're getting in and you're getting out. Like I said, I'm not telling you guys nothing you guys don't know. You guys are experienced enough to understand that. But this new token, I'm going to be interested to see what this does for the Mung price when they connect it to the new token, and what the Mung token will benefit if it works well, because you're going to get them transactions. The more this new token trades, the more transactions you're going to get. So it'll do well. Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see with this new token too, how many exchanges list this new token, where it goes, and who's actually gonna put this new token in this new pair together. So it's going to be interesting. Something different from Mung. Something very, very different from Mung. Something probably that not a lot of people. I didn't see this coming. So you sending me to me. Hold on. Timsky just sent me a message. Monetary authority. Just digital. All right. When did this come out, Timsky? Let me see. Timsky just sent me something, so I gotta go back. I gotta look at it. Hong Kong just launched a digital something, so Let's see here. Timsky on the news. Let's see. Pull this up. Is that new, Timsky? Is that new, Timsky? Because I'm not seeing it in the new right up top. It says Hong Kong Monetary Authority launches digital Hong Kong dollar CBDC pilot. So Hong Kong is just listed. They started a pilot program for their CBDC. So that I'm trying to figure out how many days ago that was, Timsky. But yeah, so Hong Kong listed. They started CBDC. That's interesting. So saw it today. Yeah, Timsky, I got it. Saw it today. CBDC is actually for real. Yeah, CBDCs are really spreading. The dollars are going away. We're going to CBDCs, guys. All these countries are going to CBDCs. It's a way to track you. It's a way to track your money. It's a easier way to know where you're spending your money, how you're spending your money, what's going on with your transactions. There's good and there's bad to CBDCs, right? And maybe one of these days we can get into the good and the bad of CBDCs. I'm looking for something else while I'm here. Something else I seen this morning. There's good and there's bad to CBDCs. They must have took that article down. But I personally, CBDCs do not really bother me, strictly because I pay my taxes. I do everything that I'm supposed to do. So CBDCs don't bother me. Like, I don't run from the government. I don't run from my obligations. I don't do that. So if obviously if I need to onboard and offboard crypto, and I have to transition it over to a CBDC, for the bank to accept it, I'm not really, that is not really going to affect me, for what I do and how I buy and sell. But you got to understand one thing with CBDCs too. I want to stay up to date. I want to stay, yeah, you want to stay under the radar, Rob. I know. But the one thing about CBDCs too is that, a lot of the CBDCs are based off of credit. They'll be based off of credit, and they'll be based off of a lot of your social economic background. But you're going to see a lot of, when we do go to a CBDC, because I believe that we will go to a CBDC here in the United States. I believe Europe will go to a CBDC. I believe the whole European nations and everybody will have a CBDC, guys. I think it's going to happen, but that's how you're going to be evaluated for your loans. That's how you're going to be evaluated for basically everything you do. That CBDC is going to track basically every move that you make when it comes to buying and selling anything, whether it's anything. It's whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's a car payment, whether it's a house payment. It's basically going to track everything you do. It's one of these things where if you're good with it, you're good with it. If you're not, then you're going to try to fight it. But if you try to fight it, you're probably fighting a losing battle. I think that the banks are going to take the CBDC, and it's going to be the only currency that they take. So in order for you to onboard and offboard, it's going to be there. And CBDCs, they're time limited as well. So Wesley Snipes, baby. Yeah, Wesley Snipes was in jail out here by me. Good morning, Big Watch, dude. How are you? Yeah, Wesley Snipes spent some time in jail out here, in federal prison out here by me. That didn't work out well for him. Morning. What's up? What's up, Big Watch? Yeah, Selma. Big Watch is in the house. He made it this morning. So, I mean, you could do a whole conversation about CBDCs, the good and the bad of CBDCs, but Hong Kong, I mean, damn, they rolled out a CBDC pilot program. So I wonder, I'll have to read this, Timsky, because I got to go back and I got to wonder, what blockchain are they using? Are they using their own internal blockchains? Are they using the ISO blockchains? How are they going to roll that pilot out? Because it's going to be interesting. I missed that. I missed that one. I missed that article. Usually I'm on top of Watcher Guru, but I missed that one. So Tether, guys, Tether is going to start. Here's something else I was reading this morning when I wake up early in the morning. Tether's going to start putting 15% of their profit into buying Bitcoin. So, for 15% of all Tether's profits going to be going to buying Bitcoin, which I think is a good move. So, I mean, you look at Tether, it's a billion dollar business, and billions of dollars of business, and 15% of that profit is going to start to go into buying Bitcoin. I like it. That strengthens the cryptocurrency market, and it strengthens Bitcoin as well. So I like it, as long as they're not buying it and dumping it like Elon does sometimes. It's gonna be good. But Ripple, guys, these CBDCs, these central bank currencies, they're becoming big deals, and Ripple is launching this platform so that they can run on this Ripple network, guys. Ripple is setting itself up to be a player, and there is no bigger player in moving money than Ripple. They're the OG, like it or not. They that's why they're in court, because they're in court because they're the best at doing what they're doing, and the government wants to shut them down. So they're launching this platform, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to see a lot of people, a lot of these CBDCs signing up to use Ripple's platform. So I find it interesting that Tether was able to avoid all of that proof of reserves talk. Yeah, they skated around that, Big Watch, that whole proof of reserves talk. I mean, there was a lot of issues, and people were coming out and saying Tether was just backed by paper. There was no real backing for Tether. But Tether has proven to be pretty stable, right? So but you got to remember too, Big Watch, they're off seas too. They're over there in one of them little islands by themselves. So they only have to comply with the regulations in the country in which they're in. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, Tether seems to be stable, and everybody had Tether falling. I was on the show right here, and I said Tether's gonna fall when all of this stuff was going down, and they waited through all that stuff. And I don't keep my stuff in Tether. I don't utilize Tether. If I go to a stable coin, usually it's USDC. I don't really mess with Tether too much, just because I don't know. I'm always under the impression of where there's smoke, there's fire. Um, so where there's smoke, there's fire, and I don't want to get caught in that. I don't want to get caught in that. They have friends. They have friends in high places. Yeah, they got friends in high places. Big Watch. They definitely got friends in high places. And they know they're skating around a lot, a lot of stuff. In their reserves and what it is. So, you know, I don't know. I don't use Tether anymore. I used to use it all the time. I don't use it anymore at all. I'm strictly USDC when I need to stable coin up. And when I do stable coin, I'm only stable coining for a little while. And then I'm usually moving that out off of the DeFi side, or I'm just doing it to save, to save myself from a big loss in something like Ethereum or something like that. If Ethereum has a big pullback, I'll try to hit that pullback so that I'm not losing what I gained on Ethereum, and I'll stable up and then come back right back into Ethereum when I think it's at the bottom. But that's usually about the only time that I use it, and I use USDC. Other than that, I don't really use stable coins. I don't really trust a lot of stable coins at all. If they're if they would if they would have stuck with the gold standard, I don't think we would be. No, if they would have stuck with the gold standard, we would be in a much better place than we are right now. Right now, nothing's backed by nothing, right? Really, when in reality, when we look at like how the dollar's backed and how these stable coins are really backed and everything else, they're not really backed by anything. Like USDC is an example, right? I use USDC. It says it's backed dollar for dollar, right? Which I believe that it is with BlackRock and Coinbase and everybody else that's invested in USDC. I think there's a lot of money behind it, right? But when you look at it in reality and you start to trace it back, if USDC is backed by the dollar and the dollar is really not backed by anything, what is USDC really backed by? Because if you trace it back to the dollar, the dollar's not really backed by anything except for the military. Basically, our money is backed by the military. It's backed by the power that we have with our military. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by silver. It's not backed by precious metals. It's not backed by any of that. So it's really only backed by military. So when you look at these stable coins that say they're backed dollar for dollar, if your dollar is really not backed by anything, what is your stable coins really backed by? Right. So you got to kind of trace this stuff back. And that's one of the reasons I kind of stay away from stable coins as well, because our dollar's under attack. The United States dollar's under attack by BRICS and a lot of other nations, and everybody's walking around here saying, the dollar will never fall. It's always going to stand. It's always going to be what it's going to be, But here's the thing: it will fall. It will fall because we printed too much of it. We printed too much of it. We use it. We're in debt all over the place, along with a lot of other nations. And at the end of the day, eventually, chickens come home to roost, right? And you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to pay the bill, and the bill's due now. And you look and see where we're at, and we can't pay the bill, and that's only gonna last for so long. And before you devalue the dollar to the point where other nations start to take over the value of the dollar, and that's what's happening right now. And that's why I think the United States will go to a digital currency. along with the European nations, because they need to reset. And every great empire has always fallen. Do your research on every great empire has always fallen for one or two reasons: greed or disease, right? And the United States has both, greed and disease. So it's not going to be long. It's not going to be long, and you can see it happening right in front of your face. Every nation is starting to trade in their own currency and not trade in the dollar. So that's why the United States needs a CBDC, because they need a reset on their debt, and it'll be painful for every single American, because they're going to have to do something with all the debt that was created. It's going to be painful. It'll probably lead to financial instability for a long time, and it'll probably lead to a lot of businesses going under. It'll probably lead to some more poverty. But at the end of the day, they need a reset. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. That's the definition of insanity. So, but this market, guys, let's go ahead and check at this pre-market again. If you guys got any DGen plays you're playing, put them in the chat. And when you put them in the chat too, let me know whether they're up or whether they're down. And if they're down, what entry point did you get in? So that we know what entry points to get in. So if you got any DGen plays that you're looking at or you're playing, put them in the chat. Let's all play them together. Let's all look at them together. Markets still look good, guy. We're gonna want to look at this market cap again. Market cap about the same. About the same market cap. Let's go ahead and take a look at let's take a look and see where Pepe is this morning on good old coin market cap. Marty's got some DGens in there. MI. There's the contract number. Marty, is it up or is it down? And what entry point? What's a good entry point, Marty? I think too many people are getting into these memes too late. Yeah, I think so too, and that's why I'm asking like everybody, like, what are you guys in and what entry point did you get in? Because I think a lot of people are getting them into late, and I think we got to start talking about these good entry points for people, because they all dip, right? They all come back down. Your Pop Twitter on his one a few hours ago. Okay, so Your Pop tweeted about it. Be careful, folks. Yeah, be careful. Like I said, I'm going to I'll probably take some profit off of Mung, and I'll probably put it in a DGen play. I'm just looking for which one I'm gonna put it in. I made some money off of Bob. I'm gonna make some money off of. I've already made some money off of Mung. I've already made some money off of Pepe. I do have moon bags left in Pepe, but I'll probably jump into another one here today or tomorrow. I'm looking for a good one with a good entry point. I don't want to buy on the way up. Marty heard it launched. Heard it launched about 10 hours ago. Is it still good? Yeah. Is it? If it launched 10 hours ago, it's already had its pump. It's already had its initial pump. So let's, where is it at now? What market cap's it at? So Pepe is it's hanging in there. It's definitely not mooning. It's definitely not mooning. So it's hanging. It needs this Coinbase listing is what it needs. Let's look at this month chart here. There was the big one right there. There was the big pump. You should have took profits right there on 5.5. That was the time to take profits on 5-5. I think me and Rob, where were we at, Rob? We're up in here, right? I want to say we were up in this area taking profits, right? I think we missed this big pump right here. I think we were up in here taking profits, somewhere up in this area. Because over here, guys, I was still telling you guys were full of crap. Meme season didn't start yet, right? I was dead ass wrong. I was telling you guys were full of crap. So I want to say that we're taking profits on the backside of this dock. I think we might have bought in this valley right here, somewhere up in here. Can't remember. We bought in one of these valleys and we started taking profit. So, but yeah, up in here, I was telling you guys, meme season didn't start. You guys are crazy. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Blah, blah, blah. I was still talking that crap right up in here. And then there was no way in hell I was buying on this rise. And then I think we got into one of these dips in one of these valleys and started taking profit. But yeah, I was wrong. I should have been back here. Like I heard about Pepe back here. And I didn't believe it. I didn't believe that meme season started. I just did not believe it. And I'm not even mad about it. I missed an opportunity, but I'm not mad about it. But damn, I missed that opportunity. You guys were calling it on here too. You guys were calling it on here and in Twitter. You guys were telling me that I was crazy. You guys were calling it. I think so. Gonna see when people wake up. When people wake up and see the tweet. All right, so it launched about 10 hours ago. And we probably should I wonder if I can in StreamYard, can I can't copy that address in StreamYard. StreamYard won't let me copy that address. NGMI. Let's see. NGM. What is it? This one? This is the NGMI. NGMI. This is the top one, 64%. Is it? I wonder if this one's it, Marty. I think this one might be it. What is this? This is our. This one can't be it. This one can't be it. It did just launch 10 hours ago. This one's not it because it's an hour chart. Is it on the B&B side? Market cap 780 mil. Market cap 780 mil. NGMI. Oh, liquidity. I don't want to move down too far because some of these. I think it's this one. What's the market cap on this? What's the market cap on this one? I think it's this one. Might be this one. This looks like it's got 10 candles on it for 10 hours ago. Yeah, it's this one. So that's what it is. That's what it looks like to me, Marty. I think that's the one. Man, I lost the whole chat. All right. I don't think it's that one. No, that one was way too. I'm gonna catch up here. Yeah. I text you contract. Yes, that one. Yeah, okay, yeah. The problem with StreamYard, guys, is that I can't copy and paste out of it. So, like, a link doesn't do much good in there, and I don't have my YouTube pulled up on my tab. But yeah. So here it is. Looks like a launch. Like I mean, you look at it, had a decent launch, pullback. People were selling on it. Had a secondary run. Had a secondary little pump back up. So we'll see what happens. See what happens when people are waking up here with this one. Market cap. Total market cap is what 547, 547K. Small market cap. Small market cap. Not a bad one, Marty. We might have to look at this one. I might have to look at this one for a DGen play. I told you I was looking for one. I might have to look for it. I might have to look at this. I'm gonna watch it and see how it plays out this morning. I think if I get in, my entry point's going to be a little bit lower than here. I don't want. I want to come lower than there. WAGMI had some had some action yesterday. I got out of WAGMI a long time ago, Samo. Like I haven't really paid much attention to WAGMI lately. I got out a long time ago. I bought my tokens. I made some money, and I got out. I haven't really paid much attention to what's going on with it, but I know that they really haven't had a lot of too much action. So I'm more like they've been kind of stale. So what caused that action? What caused that action yesterday for WAGMI? Here's the 15-minute chart on this token. Here's a 15-minute chart on this token here, guys. But what caused that action yesterday? 300K would be a good entry. Yeah. So what's 300K? 300K would probably put it right about up in here somewhere. I want to say 300K would probably put it right up in here somewhere. So Selma, what caused that price action for WAGMI yesterday? Was it just the market, or did they actually launch something? Did they actually utilize something and they actually do something? Because their NFTs, they were promising a whole bunch of passive income. I haven't done anything with them yet. Nothing. I mean, did something happen? I thought for sure with Scott behind that they would have a little bit more traction in the gaming industry. I really did. But so I jumped out. I jumped out of WAGMI when I made money. And I just seen it. It was just sideways. There was no movement, no action, no nothing. So it was time to go. Daniel, can you explain how it works when you buy at a lower cost rate from it jumped on me at a lower cost rate from the highs. when you buy at a lower cost rate from the highs, I'm trying to get what you're asking, XXI. So if I buy here, right? Let's say this is the high right here, right? If I buy here and then I buy at a lower cost, like let's say I bought here, right? And I said, and this was a bad buy for me, I would try to dollar cost my average out of this, right? I would, for every dip, I would put a little bit more money in and drive my average cost down. So let's say I put 100 in here and then I put 100 in here. I'm getting more tokens down here at a lower cost. So my cost of ownership is going down, right? And I would probably buy again right here. I might buy another 100 right here. So now I own $200 at a lower cost than where I bought at the top. So now I keep continually to drive my average cost per token down, because every time that I buy on the way down, I'm getting more tokens for the same amount of money. And pretty soon what you're hoping is that you could actually end up breaking even at one of these. Your average cost would be at one of these support levels as you buy it on the way down. And then as soon as it gets to that support level, you sell. I think that's what you're asking, XXI. I'm not sure. Someone, did you get in WAGMI coin yesterday? Oh, WAGMI launched a coin yesterday. Still no game. Not sure why it spiked. Yeah, I don't know. They're just not doing anything. XXI, I think that's what you were asking. If it's not, message me what you're trying to ask, and I'll do my best to answer it. Oh yeah, WAGMI. I sold my WAGMI coins a long time ago. Remember that when they first launched, they were Ethereum and BNB at the same time. I had mine on the BNB side, and I sold it even before they even tried to did the conversion just strictly to ETH. If you bought at the highs, and if you bought at the highs and buy the dips, it will change. It'll change your buying price. Yeah, because yes, it will change your buying price. So like I was explaining, the more, like, let's say you got I don't even know, let's just use some fake numbers. You spent $100 and got 1,000 tokens at the high, right? And then you bought on this dip right here and you spent $100 and you got 1,500 tokens, right? Now you're $200 into the project and you have 2,500 tokens, right? Only 1,000 of them tokens are at this high price, and you have 1,500 at the low, right? Well, at this dip right here. And then if this thing continues to fall and it gets to the support line right here, and you throw another $100 at it, and now you get 2,000 tokens, right? So now you see how you keep driving your price of tokens down from this all-time high where you initially bought. You keep driving it down and driving it down. So now your average cost per token is somewhere in the middle of them two, right? So you're averaging your way down by getting more tokens at a cheaper price, and you just keep continually dollar cost average your way down. I have a spreadsheet for all my investments, XXI. I'll share it with you, and you just plug in the numbers. And if you just plug in the numbers into the spreadsheet, it'll tell you what your average cost is based on price, token, and how much you spent. And if you plug your numbers in all the way down, at the bottom, it'll tell you what your average cost is. And then that way, you know that when it gets to that price, you're at a break even. More chance of making profits at lower market cap entries. Yeah, there's a big chance of making profits at lower market cap entries. that's why you guys will hear me say, like, I never throw, like, let's say I wanted to invest in this in NGMI, right? And I say I wanted to put $1,000 into it. I will never come in here and drop $1,000 on one of these candles. I might put a couple hundred in here, couple hundred in here, couple hundred in at here. You know what I mean? All the way up till I get to that $1,000 mark. Because if this thing drops and it's something that I believe in or I think is going to bounce back, I'm going to want to hit that low. Whereas if I just dropped 100, if I just dropped 1,000 right here, and then all of a sudden it drops, I'm automatically upside down on my investment. Right? How much does your cost change? Your cost changes depends on how much you're investing. How much you're willing to put in on your dollar cost average on the way down, right? Like, and that's why I use the example of if you put in 100 here and 100 here and 100 here, you're basically entry point here, double your investment there, 3 times it there, but you're getting more tokens. So you're driving your dollar cost average down really fast. But some people might say, I'll put in 100 here, I'll put in 50 here, I'll put in 50 here, I'll put in another 50 here. You're driving it. It's going to take you longer to get to where you need to. Like if I'm really upside down, and I find myself and I really made a mistake and I really bought at the all-time high. Like let's say I put in 100 here and I was going to put in 1,000. I might put in 200 on this dip and 200 on this dip and another 200 on this one to try to get that average cost down as fast as I can. But it depends on how you play it. Yeah, Dr. Rob, it depends on how much cash you're spending, Maddie, that's another WAGMI coin. There's another WAGMI coin that came out, that came into Rodney's stream last night. Oh, there was another WAGMI coin that came in there, so they just copied WAGMI. Like that's not gonna last. It's a percentage calculation. Yeah, it's a percentage calculation. That's why I use my spreadsheet XXI, because I can go into that spreadsheet and I can play with numbers, right? Before I even buy, I can play with numbers and I can say, if I put this much in at this level, it would give me this, and then my average cost would be this, right? So I have a plan going in of how much I'm gonna DCA my way down into. Bet Rob. Bet Rob, I thought that's how it worked. Yeah. XXI, you need a spreadsheet and it'll tell you everything you need to know, and you can play with the numbers, play with the numbers and say, let the spreadsheet do the math for you. And it'll tell you how much you need to DCA in, or you want to, or all that. Now you bought at 250 instead of your 200. Yeah. But thanks. All right. So you guys are figuring it out. But yeah, XXI, you really should have a spreadsheet for all your long-term investments. Not you don't play your meme coins that way. You're just in and you're out of them. But if you're playing in these meme coin realms, you ain't dollar cost averaging in nothing. But your long-term investments, you want to you want to have that spreadsheet. Like I have one for MMAI, I have one for Quant, I have one for XLM, I got one for XRP, and then it tells me too, like if I wanted to go in and buy XRP today, when it was up and I was going to buy it, it would let me know that I'm actually driving my cost up and by how much. So, it kind of, you know, when you punch some numbers in, it kind of lets you know what's going on with that. But all right, guys, I'm out of here today. I am out of here this morning. It's been an hour. I know we just kind of chopped it up a little bit, but Marty gave us a good play to look at, guys. NGMI. I want to go down through here too, and I want to see if I can. For anybody who doesn't know, I've been talking to people and they didn't know about this, so I want you guys to be aware of this, because if you're using Dex tools, right? Don't leave yet, big watching them, guys. I want you guys to be aware of this. If you're using Dex tools, there actually is a contract reader, right here on the side. And I'm telling you, I've had better luck with this contract reader than Token Sniffer, right? I think that this is actually better than Token Sniffer. It's right here on the side, and it'll tell you like whether or not it's a honeypot. It'll tell you what the buy tax is. So like on this particular token, you see a buy tax is 1%, right? And a sell tax is 1%, right? So it's one in, one out. You know that right here. You know, it gives you more information all the way down this page. It basically does what Coin Sniffer does, what Token Sniffer does, and it's right here for you to look at and read. You don't have to go off of Dex tools. Like, you know, one of the first things is you know, is it a honeypot? Like right here, and it says no, right? No, this isn't a honeypot. You know, contract, goes through all of your contract stuff right here. You don't have to go to Token Sniffer to look at the validation of this particular contract. It literally is sitting right here on Dex Tools, free for you. It gives you the owner's address right here. It gives you the percent of tokens that the owner holds. It gives you all this information that you need right here on the side. And a lot of people didn't know about this. A lot of people are using Token Sniffer, or they're jumping into some of these meme plays, and they're not looking to the side over here, and they're jumping into some honeypots where clearly this says right here that it would tell you right here whether you were jumping into a honeypot or not. You know, they're jumping into tokens where the owners of the contract are owning 20% of the liquidity, and if you just look, it tells you. And they're jumping into tokens and wondering why they can't buy or sell, and it's because they're not putting their taxes. You know, they're putting their slippage at 0 when the taxes are at like 3 and 5%. So if you just look over here, you have all the information you need about this contract. And if you don't know what each particular field is, you just got to hover over this question mark right here, and it gives you an explanation of what that field means, right? So, you know, there's really no reason for anybody to be jumping into a honeypot. There's really no reason for anybody to be jumping into things where, you know, it might be a 0% buy tax or 20% sell tax, because you have the information right here on the side of the screen. So there's no reason for people to be in these situations. And I found this is actually better than Token Sniffer, guys. It's more accurate. That's what I found. That's more accurate. Later, Selmo. Later, Big Watch. Thank you, XXI. If you need help with that spreadsheet or anything, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you out and do whatever you need to. Marty, later. Thank you for the play, man. I'm gonna watch this today. I'll let you know if I get in. I'll let you know. Thanks. Good info. No problem, Big Watch, man. That's what we're here for. We're all just trying to help each other. Big Rob, good to know. Yeah, it's right here. Don't get caught out there, guys. The information is right here in front of your face. You just gotta know how to use it, and we gotta show each other that it's there. So with that, guys, I'm out this morning. Thank you guys for spending your morning with me. Thanks you guys for the conversation. Thank you guys for all the information you guys gave me. I hope you guys found something valuable in what I gave you. And with that, we'll do this thing again tomorrow. And Timsky, I'm glad you dropped by, man. I always love to hear from you. And I will do this thing again tomorrow. And I will see you guys tonight at 7 o'clock on Wadi Space. And I am out.